We are 3 years out of that thoracic minimal invasive fusion.
Yes.
And your surgery was a big one. It was from T7 to T10, so 3 spacers, 8 screws, and we went through with small incision through your chest and get the bad disc out. And tell me about your symptoms before the surgery.
I pretty much just couldn't do anything. I mean, any kind of bending, any kind of anything. And sometimes even a little wrong move would put me in so much pain I couldn't move for days.
How bad was the pain?
Oh, very bad. I cried sometimes. It was terrible.
Yeah, for many years. I think
Yeah.
the accident was in 2004 and the surgery was 3 years ago in 2017.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to emphasize that you are not today here for your chest.
No.
So you have a sacroiliac problem, you're here for a different reason, but this is a testimonial talking about your chest surgery that was 3 years ago. Do you remember the surgery?
Yeah, I went home the next day and I did a lot of walking and everything else, but I could tell, even though I was in a lot of pain, I could tell by the way my body moved that it was
that was a different pain.
Yeah.
So you got the surgical pain for a while, and then now how long later after the surgery? So we did a 3-level fusion in your spine, in your chest. We actually, this is what we did. We put the spacer and screws, 8 screws and spacers and so on. We did it with minimal invasive fusion. We didn't crack open your chest.
No.
May I have a quick look on the incision on your back, if you don't mind? And these are the small little incisions. They are really hard even to see where we put the screws. And this is small incision here on the side is where we actually put those cages in. Yeah, please have a seat. And how long after the surgery were you back to your basic daily activities?
I guess within a week, I used the walker for the first 2-3 days, and then I just started walking on my own. And I'm guessing within a couple 3 weeks, when the pain went down, that I could do a lot more stuff then.
Yeah, excellent. Well, considering that open old-fashioned surgery, we had to crack open your chest, put you in the ICU. After a few weeks, you were back to your basic previous life, and that pain was there for 13 years before that. Now, did that pain ever come back?
No, I have if I really stress it, really overwork, I'll have pain for a while, but it will go away again. It's not like it stays all the time.
So it's nothing like what it was before.
Right. I don't have no permanent pain right there.
Yeah, but you described to me that you're building your house or something, right?
I am cleaning up a yard. We just moved into a new house, and it's got kind of woods all the way around it that they just left wild. And yes, I've been.
So you're doing heavy activities, heavy work.
Yeah, I can run a chainsaw.
Yeah. So it practically the surgery that was barely 1.5 hours, an overnight stay in the hospital, no ICU stay in your chest, literally removed that problem.
Yep.
And whereas alternative, it's first of all, we surgeons, we put the bar very high to offer surgery for a spine. We let people like you did, go live with it, we say to our patient, because the surgery, opening up the chest, is a very invasive surgery. And could you have lived with that pain?
It was getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
To be honest, it just kept getting worse as the time went on. Is one of the main reasons we had to do something.
Okay, would you go through the surgery again?
It's like I told my wife, I would go through the surgery. It was the pre-op stuff that was really a bummer, if you ask me. But the surgery wasn't so bad, no.
Yeah, what was with the pre-op? Tell me about it.
Well, I had to go off all my meds and everything, so I was in a lot of pain, and we had a mix of medication, so I didn't wean off the gabapentin.
Yeah.
So I was going in, body was going in withdrawals. At the same time, I was hungry and in pain because I couldn't take nothing.
Yeah, but I think the message to take here as well, that because we couldn't really fix the problem for 13, 14 years, we had to overload your body with lots of medication. And the problem was to take you off those medication that for over the years that we, as doctors, we put you on because we didn't want to fix the problem, actual problem. And so, but are you off medication now? All of those?
I am off of gabapentin. I don't have pain pills. I use Flexerol for the muscle spasms, and then I use Aleve and Tylenol for the pain.
Now, I think the message from many of my colleagues is fix the problem and don't overload the patient with medication that you have to deal with later on. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the interview. I really